Everybody. It's kind of a rainy day, rainy afternoon, and we got the early voting going on here at Christ Community, and people are in and out of the building, and I thought I just want to sit down and say hi to you and remind you of a few things that are coming up in the next week or two. Don't forget, maybe you didn't hear on Sunday, but on Sunday we announced that our service day with Abbott Elementary is going to be postponed. We're not going to have that on Saturday, May 2nd. We will let you know when that gets rescheduled so that we can serve our community there at Abbott. Please pray for them as they're going through the end of the year. Just things kind of all came together in a way that made it hard to do that work right now. So we're gonna postpone that. We're gonna reschedule it. And then on Sunday, May 3rd, we are going to have a congregational meeting here to just debrief and talk about what it is that God has said to us during our time of prayer together. We spent about a little over a month in prayer together in trying to discern God's will. There's some specific reasons we did that. There's the occasion of that what has to do with some decisions that the elders and deacons are trying to make around the property, but in reality we just felt like from a number of angles we need to hear from God. And so we're excited to be able to get together with you and to talk about those things and to hear from you what it is that God said. It is, like I said last week, if you watched the video last week, it may be that God has given you some sort of vision for what we can do with the back lot and property and something to start working towards for the future. And if he's given that to you, maybe he's given that to somebody else as well. And we want to hear that. But also God may be telling you, hey, it's time for us to let that go. That is a great resource, and we're so grateful to have it, but it's time for us to let that go so that other ministry can flourish. So we want to hear those things, but it's also possible, maybe even probable, that God spoke to you about something that didn't really have anything to do with the property here at Christ Community. Had a lot more to do with what was going on in your heart, or just something in your family, or something in your life, or something else. So we want to hear from you. We want to hear what God has said, and just open up that space to be able to do that. And so what I'd like you to do is I'd like you to, if you haven't already, write down some notes on where God was moving you and the things that God was pressing on with you during our time of prayer, and bring those so that you can share them. It doesn't have to be anything big. By the way, I don't want anybody to feel like if to share something, you have to have some sort of full-formed idea. No, if God's just given you an impression of something, we want to hear that. We want to hear everything. So we want to. This time is to make plenty of space for you to express that. We're not going to be voting or anything like that, and we're not making decisions. We're just hearing from God. We're just hearing what the Lord said to you. So how that time will go is we will have a meal together, and Joyce will send out some details about what that meal will entail. So, and if you have not gotten that already, check your junk mail, try to just see if it came in some other way. I would guess by the time you see this, she will have sent that out already. We will give a few details and reminders around what it was that occasioned our time of prayer together. And then we'll just offer up that time to God together. So obviously the elders and the deacons, we want to share with you the things that God has been saying to us, but we need to hear it. We need to hear it from you. So please come, please share, write things down, And we'll have a set time. We won't just let it spin out. We'll share for about an hour or so, and then we'll close that time. And it's really possible that some of you won't have an opportunity to share in that time. We'll hang out after. I'll hang out. The elders and some of the deacons will hang out, and we will listen to you. We want to hear it, whether it's one-on-one or in the group. But what a great opportunity we have to encourage one another in the Lord this Sunday. And so I hope you'll all be there. We are not planning to have any childcare, but obviously kids can play on the playground and stuff. They'll probably just need to have a parent with them, and we will try to use that time wisely and efficiently for the sake of your family. And then don't forget, then the following Saturday on May 9, we're going to have our spring cleanup here around the church. We got a whole list of things that we need to do inside and outside. So if you could please just put that on your calendar and show up and help out, we'd really, really appreciate it. We love getting to just spend time together anyway. So, hey, I hope you're having a great week, and I hope you know how deeply encouraging it is to me to be able to spend life with you, and to be able to just share in Jesus with you. It's a delight, and it is an honor, and I hope that you have a wonderful week. And if I don't see you before Sunday, we'll see you Sunday. Have a great week.